Hey poker people, this is Sky with Smart Poker Study. This is the 10th video in the 5-minute poker coaching series. In this one, I help T-Cat's Pajamas plug the leak of passive post-flop play. Let's do it. Alright, here is T-Cat's database of 49,000 hands. Negative 179 in losses, negative 5.3 win rate right here. So he does have some work that he could put in to improve his game. Now, let me, as I was going through these hands, this is the one that I want to focus on for T-Cat's. I miss out on pots when I play too passively post-flop. Now, aggressive poker is winning poker. When you are betting and raising, that gives you an additional way to win the pot. They can fold. Well, how did I notice that this was his issue? First off, I saw that he has a small aggression factor. Total AF is 1.6, 1.5, 1.5, and then 1.9 right here. Now, aggression factor is the ratio of bets and raises to the calls that they make. So an AF of 3 means they make 3 bets or raises for every 1 call that they make. Pretty aggressive player. At 1.5, very passive. And we can see, according to Poker Tracker 4, most winning regs are between 1.8 and 4.6. So anytime I find a potential leak, I want to calculate the costs. The way to do this is to filter for any call on any street, any bet, and then any raise as well. Do those 3 separately so that you could see your profitability in those various situations. So with any post-flop call made, we can see 2,000 hands, negative 117 in losses. Overall, when he's making any call post-flop, he is losing money. What about bets? 3,000 hands, positive $552. Betting is profitable for T-Cats. What about raises? 292 hands, also profitable, $212 in profit right here. So just in general, bets and raises are making you money, T-Cats, and calls are losing you money. So here is the sticky note. Remember, this is the note that you have to put on your computer and look at it before every play session. Before calling on a draw or with a weak hand, I will answer the question, can a raise get them to fold? Important question. Ask that and answer it every single time. If the answer is yes, then go ahead and throw out that bluff raise, bluff bet, whatever it might be. So let's take a look here. I've tagged 3 hands for review. First off, let's start with the King Jack suited hand. Now, in order to increase AF, you can increase your bets and raises. You can also decrease the times that you call. And then just avoid calling in those poor situations, right? Raise, you called pre-flop. I'm fine with that. Flop comes down, gives you an open-ender on a 2-tone board. The pre-flop raiser makes it almost a full pot-size bet. You need 33% equity to call. If you have 8 outs for the open-ender, that's only 16% chance of hitting. But you don't even want to see a club, right? So you only have 6 legitimate outs right here, which is only a 12% chance of hitting. That is not a call. Plus, you make it so that this player can do something after you make the call. You're not even ending the action here. Bam, he raises, call and a call, and you were just basically hoping to hit, but then you fold even when you hit that top pair on the river. A fold would have been the better play in this hand. Ace, king now. You raise, good, pre-flop raiser, nice. Flop in the nut flush draw plus the 2 overs, a donk bet, and then a bet. Now, when you call right here, you're telling them, hey, I don't have aces, I don't have pocket kings, I don't even have queens, jacks, or 10s, because you're just making this call, right? You've got to put in the raise here, make them fold their hands. Sure, they could have something really good, and if they call you a raise, then you can give up at that point. But you've got the backup the backup nut flush draw, as well as the 2 overcards with which to hit something here. This is a definite raise, not a call. Now let's look at the last hand that I tagged. So you open raise, good. Got 2 callers right here. Flop comes down, nut flush draw once again. Now, he checks, and then you just check. If you had pocket aces, pocket kings, ace king, would you just check here? No, you wouldn't. You're playing your draw super passively. Instead of trying to get your opponents to fold, you're just checking and hoping to hit a flush on the next street, right? The better opportunity, the better play right now is to throw out that C bet. It's a semi-bluff C bet. If they fold, Great, you take down a 5 or 10 big blind pot at 5 NL right here. That's a good result with a simple flush draw. If you bet and they call, you have the turn and the river in order to possibly hit your flush or even hit an ace, right? So you have 9 outs for the flush, 3 outs for the ace, 12 outs total. 12 cards can help you on the next street. You've got to be making this c-bet. So here is the purposeful play that I want you to do, T-Cat's Pajamas. Over the next 5 sessions, ask yourself this question before every post-flop call. Can a raise get them to fold? Your goal is to make 3 successful bluffs every single session that you play. Use the statistics, use their bet sizing, use the range and board interaction, use the fact that you were the pre-flop raiser, the pre-flop 3-better in order to continue with your betting and aggression post-flop. Tag each bluff raise hand for your post-session reviews. And then purposeful study all those tagged hands and look for good opportunities to bluff. Take notes on mistakes that you made so that you do not repeat them in the future. Alrighty, thank you so much for watching, and an extra big thanks to T-Cat's Pajamas for opening up their database to us. I hope you use what I showed you today to improve your game. Click either one of these videos to watch more in the series, and if you want me to be your coach, go to smartpokerstudy.com/coaching.